What's going on, everyone out there? That there's nobody here except me. Yann should be joining up just a second, so Yann is here, so he'll be joining me for this awesome creativity accountability stream. Let's see here. Oh my god, it might be working.
Let's see.
Oh my god, it's working.
Oh my god.
And we're doing
I just
this.
got Marshall's video playing through everything. I don't know if you have that as well. So.
I did not, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. So,
am I sideways or?
You are sideways. So I think if you put it vertical, then it should straighten you out. There you go.
Okay, 1 second. Let me. I didn't realize that. Let me just get a little spot for the tripod. All right. Hey, this is not quite live, so no, wait, it is.
This is totally live. So if you swear, kids will know it and all that other stuff. So if you have any questions for me or Yann, go ahead, shoot them down below for the comments, and we're basically just gonna tell you what's going on. So we are part of the 100 Days of Making Comics. I've done it twice now. I'm currently on my 3rd run. I'm on day 64, I believe. Yann himself has done this twice. And, yeah, we're kicking a lot of ass. But something has happened since we've completed the 100 days. And it's very easy to do 100 days now. If you follow my stream, I mean, I'm still putting in a lot of work, but we needed something different. And that's what these accountability streams are. Gaz and Mike do one. It was started by Josh Kimball and Corey Kerr, and then our friends Marsh and Chris from Australia are doing their group up as well. So we decided, since we're the novices, and we've got probably the most time to burn, so we are going to do as much as we possibly can. We're going to keep each other accountable, and we're going to be showing you guys how we're keeping each other accountable week to week as we go forward with this too. A little different for our accountability stream, though, is we're going to have penalties for each other. If we don't get what we say we wanted to complete in the week, we are definitely going to have to do some stuff to make up for it. And we've thrown around ideas like maybe doing a character sketch of the other person's characters, a comic strip. We've thought about doing a more complex, probably a pinup, probably a couple hours work on that, or even to the point where I've thrown out the idea that we would do some live karaoke for you. And I'm not sure how Yann feels about that, but I've done it before for Kickstarter videos, so we'll see how much he does not want to fail week to week. So that's our skill.
I'm just gonna say now, you put this live karaoke thing on. My girlfriend is over the moon about this. I will not fail a single challenge.
That's fair.
Live karaoke.
That's fair.
I can see Jimena is watching this, and she's another one of my friends who can sing. I'm not singing to save my life. But
We shall see.
you did not get me to sing. So, I do really like the challenges, though, because I'm looking forward of having every single character of my comic book drawn by you, for in the back of my comic book by the time we're done.
I really don't want to, but I mean, I'd also be just having my art alongside yours, because yours these days is looking top notch for sure.
Thank you, but got to keep it up. Okay, so just a little thing about the challenge. So we kind of agreed to do 3 challenges per week. and then we do get back into it with each other like every Friday right here. So the question is for the challenges, like how big or small are we talking? So the first one I came up with was obviously to finish a whole page completely. Right?
And how long is it taking you to do a page per sitting?
Right now, with some of the distractions that I've been having, I'm at the very least at 1 page a week.
Right.
And that is,
And
of
that's
course, then
probably putting what, an hour, a half hour to an hour in a day.
that is definitely like this size.
Right on.
So that's several hours. The unfortunate thing right now is that like when I came up with my original plan to finish like 3 a week, that included like finishing them with grayscales and text and balloons and everything. And even with this challenge and like getting back into form, I think that would actually be a little too much. I'm not quite sure if I can keep up with that. If I could get up to like 50% of that, I would still be proud of myself, but not below, you know?
Fair enough.
So that would be at least 1 page like completely done, ready for print.
That makes sense. Are you going to do grayscale then, or are you?
That's my plan. Yeah.
For your 1 page a week, are you just getting line work done then?
Well, the thing right now is that I'm just doing line art, but then because I do want to push myself, so instead of just only doing line art and then sometime afterwards going through a phase of, okay, so now I'm going to lay down the flats and now I'm going to do the grayscales for the comic book. I do want to push myself, so I want to finish a whole page like complete, ready for print, like colors or grayscales, everything, balloons, everything.
That is quite a challenge. I would say probably 2 weeks, considering that coloring and inking take about the same amount of time for me, anyways. And I can't imagine it being any quicker for you, considering how detailed your stuff is. So yeah. What other? I would say that would be the big challenge. I would say a couple more smaller challenges then.
Yeah, so what are you thinking of a smaller challenge? Because like the only thing I could think of was like finishing a whole page is very much, like laying down the pencils, then laying down the inks, flats, grays, or colors, and the actual text.
Now, are you redoing every
phases?
You have your pages already done, so are you taking them from scratch from what you have done already?
No. All right, so to just give you, because I happen to have one right here. So the page I'm on right now is right here.
God, that's so cool.
Okay, so I've got my little folder here. So basically I've got the whole comic book, all 28 pages, and 2 new ones that have to be inserted because the story would make more sense with it. So this is, this is where I'm at. So this is basically the comic book.
You're saying you have your pages laid out like this, and how cool and big stuff this is?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I got.
And just for those joining us that don't know you, you already have this available on your Gumroad, right?
Yes. So anyone who wants to have a read, checking out the Phosphor Issue 1 comic book. There's an issue 0 as well. There's also music playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if that's bleeding through from Marshall's channel.
Just barely, but I don't think so. Not quite so much.
Yeah. I think it's still Marshall playing in the background. So, so one of the pages that I'm on right now is right here. This is page 3. This is basically the page as it should be. And then I've got the line art right here, but it's in red, so I don't think it'll show up.
I can see that there's lines on the pages, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too light. So basically, in very light red pencil, the outlines of all of this have been reproduced on a big piece of paper. And so now what I've been doing is I just take all my little pens and I just texture the hell out of it to the point that it will look something like this.
Oh yeah. And this is
this is
your first page, right?
This is page 1. Yeah. So this took a little while. So just like anything, and this is like the challenge of making comic books in general, like even if you've been drawing for a long time, is you just can't help but constantly find yourself drawing something you've never drawn before. And so you're constantly finding yourself winging it. And it's fun. It's exciting, but it's also like I think that's also like why it's taking a little longer, because you just don't know how to render stuff, So you're just trying stuff out, making mistakes, and then trying to cover it up because I don't want to lose the whole page. So that's kind of where I'm at. Just these rough Photoshop sketches, putting them onto the page, inking them, and then scanning them back into Photoshop so I can add the digital colors. Because that's one thing. You're pretty adept with your Copics, but that's something where I draw the line.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Copics are expensive, so I don't blame you at all. So.
Well, there's that too. Like, I do remember them being expensive, but it's also like, I don't know, coloring is just a completely different discipline, And I just like it's the one part of making art where I cannot do without Control Z, in Photoshop.
You gotta just
where I don't have the nerve to just lay it down and screwing it up. Yeah.
That's right on.
Yeah, but like a lot of making art is just being willing to make mistakes. But if I've spent 2 days on making that art, like I'm not. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I can't. If it'd be a copy, I think some people do. They make a copy and then they copy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically what I do.
I don't know. I feel like
I've scanned in my.
I have to go all out.
My big pages, and then I've printed them off, and then I color the smaller page.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of how I go to work.
Any sketchbook or anything like that you do primarily weekly? Yann, you still there?
Uh-huh.
Seems like your internet's fighting with us.
But you do color the originals, don't you?
No. I did that with issue 7. And considering I don't use any Photoshop, it's hard to get rid of the blue lines that are on the original board. So I do print them off on paper and then color those.
So what were you thinking for the smaller challenges, by the way, to get back on track?
So since I'm doing
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like there's a little bit lag, but your video is buffering, but I can hear you just fine. As far as challenges I'm concerned with, since I'm still in the 100-day challenge, I am putting in 2-3 hours at least a day. I am working on coloring issue 9 right now. I want to get at least a page done of that. On top of that, I've got to get...
So it is a copy 5. You print off.
Yeah. I am going to go back and review issue 5 because some of this dialogue could be fixed up just a little bit better. That hasn't taken nearly as much time as it did with the first issues because the first issues for Webtoons I had to do a lot of background work and fixing up of those early stories and whatnot. So I can pretty much get 2 or 3 pages done a day. I do have to have it done in a week and a half, so I will be busting my chops on that. So I'm looking to at least get a page of issue 9 colored a day. I'm hoping to have... I'm going to set a goal for 10 pages done with issue 5 the next time we talk. And then I have a commission I have to get done, so on top of my daily sketchbook work that I'll do, so I think that's going to do me for goals. Yeah. But, I mean, considering I would almost break your page a day into 2 different goals because you're doing not only inking but you're coloring it as well. I think when you cross that barrier of scanning it in to work on it as well, Neil has shown up in the chat and he's exclaiming about football. I believe you guys are both from London, so are you rooting on England right now? Your internet continues to fight. You there, Yann?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got any challenges coming up in this next week?
So you was
Yeah. What's that?
so 5 pages of issue 10.
I'm going to push for at
Issue
least
10?
7 pages
A commission.
of issue 10. Yep. Yann, come back.
No. I have to break it down. I can't do it like you.
No. I'm saying for your week that you're for the 1 page a week, I would almost break that to 2 goals since you're doing 2 different steps. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yann, you still there? Uh-oh. He is gone. I think he's probably resetting, so I'll give him a second. But yeah, you guys have any questions for me while I wait to see if he's going to join back up? Any comic making related questions? I think we're trying to do the best job explaining what we're trying to get done with this accountability little vlog type thing. I have been putting my issues up on webcomics. If you'd like to read issue 1 through 3, that's linked in my bio here on Instagram, so you can check that out. Every Monday will be a new issue, at least for the next few weeks. I think the switch between 6 and 7, I'll probably take a couple week break between those 2. Oh, he's back.
Mm-hmm.
He's very much back.
Can you see me?
You're on the wrong camera.
I'm on the wrong camera.
Yeah, you're back. There you go. There you're back.
I can't see myself. My whole screen just fills up.
I totally got you. You're fine. Perfectly framed.
Okay. If you can see me, everything is okay.
Perfect. So then what are your challenges for the week then?
Well, I want to finish it like I was just trying to say earlier. I want to finish page 3 inks and move into flats for the gray tones.
See, I would consider that 2 different,
right?
2 separate goals.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I am considering that 2 separate goals.
Good.
And I'm also have to keep into account that I'll be off to Amsterdam until Monday, so I leave on Friday. So I've got today, tomorrow, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. So which should be enough, by the way. Huh? Like if I push it, it should be enough. But I'm leaving Friday morning till Monday night. So I need a smaller goal. But the question is, what is a good small goal to draw?
I would say just like a character sketch or like just a pinup, a random character pinup.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
because if nobody's seen Yann's artwork,
Yeah.
he's done this awesome Wolverine pinup, Doctor Strange one a few weeks ago, and then one of his original characters, and a few weeks before that as well. They're up on his Patreon. I'm not sure. They should be here on Instagram too, right?
I'll post the Wolverine up next after this one.
Or,
And then I'll do a character sketch actually for the next page. Actually, for this page, I could do a study to try out some texturing, and then I can finish that completely with gray tones and like put that up on Instagram. That could be sweet.
Yeah, I think one of our goals
so I'll do
would definitely
that.
be
Okay.
something related to Instagram and posting it here for the week.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that means I've got to rethink of something. I'll be doing a commission, but I also got a stretch goal of mine is to get a portrait type thumbnail done for Roomies and Movies for me and Luke's podcast, so I can get those on iTunes. So if I do get that completed, that's for sure going here on Instagram.
Awesome. And so for the first, so since we all, so the two of us have our 3 challenges. My penalty for you is going to be pretty straightforward. I'll just let you pick a character.
Out of your book?
And I'm just going to make my way through the cast.
That's fair.
If you fail one.
Totally fair. I'm pretty sure I'd pick Anne first, for sure. I think mine would probably be the same. I'm just going to pick a character out of my book for you to give me a pinup of. As far as challenges for me, really, I've got to. My dad's got a doctor appointment I have to take to him to Sunday night. Should be through Monday, so I'm losing a couple days. So I'll basically just be working my 100-day stuff for that. But I am going to push to try and get 7 pages at least down to 9. 10 pages fixed for issue 5. And then the commission and then the stretch goal of the Roomies and Movies thumbnail. Other than that, just the podcast, watching shows for the podcast are really the only challenges. Other than that, I should be able to get a good 10 hours out of the other days minus Sunday and Monday. So it'll be a pushing real tough on this next week because one, I'd love to do a pinup for you, but I really need to get all this work done. So
yeah, penalties being penalties, though.
for sure.
So, one last question.
What's that?
Okay, so we are meeting up every Friday from now on, except for this Friday, because I'll be on a plane. Are we setting this time?
Yeah, I believe we'll do Fridays at. Did you want to do 5, or are you fine with 7 then?
I think 7. If we're going to be consistent, 7 would be better because I have to go back to work on Friday in August.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
So
Friday.
we can just keep it.
It'll be 12 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock in Spain, Barcelona.
In Barcelona. Yeah.
So plan accordingly.
Friday.
We'll be spamming probably the day leading up to it about the show coming up, whatnot. Harassing each other, talking about if we're getting our goals and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to show any more of
Sounds
your
like a plan.
sweet art off?
Do I want to? Yes, I can actually. Let me just, because I'm very happy with how page 2 came
The
out.
next page I'm working on.
So
That's all you get. That's all you get.
nice. That's all I get. Okay. Can you see that?
Yes, God, that's gorgeous.
Okay. So the one thing that's been fun with this one is that, so technically it should be cut off, you know, like from here to here. But just like with the Life in Space comic book pages, like I think I'm just going to shrink down a lot of these panels to make sure it can fit in.
I saw you were when you had the borders on your computer screen that you it seemed like you had shrunken it down, and I love that little conveyor pulley elevator type thing you have going on. It's like I've got one drawn in my issue 8, and it's like, man, that really just puts mine all to shame. But I love looking at yours. Like the detail you've gotten into those new pages is incredible.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with it. Like I think this is the most complicated thing I've drawn like in a very, very long time. You know,
I can believe that for sure.
There's still some dodgy perspective, but yeah, it's been quite an adventure. Like just trying to get all these different textures done.
Don't let them lie to you.
It's really fun.
This shit looks awesome. So
yeah,
I think that'll do it.
Hopefully we can get the whole comic book done. Like
yeah,
that.
for sure. If there's any questions, you got about a minute or two to throw them in chats. I don't think I have anything else. Where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me as Yanimal on Twitter for just the regular updates, or on YouTube where I post all my videos. Right now I'm back to weekly videos for Sketchalona since the 100 days have finished. So I'll also, anyone who misses these videos, I'll do a little roundup on Sketchalona as well, you know. And Instagram, of course.
Right on. Yeah, and definitely check out his Gumroad. He's got his issue 0 and his rough issue 1 for Phosphor. He's also got an awesome sketchbook up there. If you check out my Gumroad, I've got the monthly sketchbooks that I've put up on Patreon. You can find me, Samuraiox, here, Twitter, YouTube. I'm mostly active on Twitter. I'm bringing it back for Instagram just because of this series. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this whole series and keeping each other accountable, especially with the penalties. I think the penalties will make it really a much more involved system.
As long as we steer clear with that karaoke.
Man, you miss a couple weeks and that karaoke is going to be prime shine.
Are the penalties gonna be cumulative? Is that what are they gonna be exponential?
I think it's gonna go dependent on moods. And if somebody takes it easy and misses a week, I think it's all gonna be played by ear for sure.
Okay.
So yeah.
Or like 3 and you're out and you're doing the karaoke.
For sure. If you miss 3 weeks, you're definitely doing karaoke. That's not normal. So yeah. That's going to do it for this week.
That's going to be painful. It's going to be painful for everyone.
Check out our Instagrams. Follow us on the other social medias. Reach out. Talk to us about comics if you would like. We're always available, pretty much. We're novices. We've been at this game for a few years now. But the output we're putting out is pretty incredible considering how little time we spent in this art world for sure. So that's gonna do it, I think. Is that gonna do it for you?
Yeah. You guys? No? Nothing more to add there. Looking forward to next week.
All right, we'll check you guys out next Friday for the next update of this sweet little accountability challenge.